Perfect. Yay. That was good. I love y'all. Um, Now I want you, this is what a little bit of something that I've done. If you haven't noticed my bio in my TikTok, we're going to talk about that today and do Q&A, and then we're going to get to work. Okay? So, first of all, I know I said it just like a second ago, but I love you guys. You're literally my family. I have your names written down. I pray for you guys. You mean a lot to me. I want you to know that. You're not alone in this world. You're seen, you're heard, you have family. Has anybody in this group talked to somebody else in this group and developed a relationship because we have this community? So now you have a new friend that was in here that you didn't have before? If you didn't, reach out to somebody, or if you know somebody that hurts, reach out to them and message them. That's what we're here for. We're in this together. Okay? Um, so I need to get my notes. I'm all over the place. You guys ever feel that way? Today's my day. Actually, it's been my month. February is starting out different. So if you've been praying for Tessa, I just want to tell you thanks. She is home with me. Praise the Lord. We are not over the hump. We have a battle to face, but we're together. And she's getting help, and she's home with her mommy, which is what she needs, right? She needs her mommy. I don't care how old she gets, she's always going to need her mommy. So I just wanted to thank you for praying. Um, We're going to talk about our bio, refreshing our bio. I want to share my screen and I want to show you mine because I have changed mine a little. Sorry, I want to get it pulled up so I can listen. You don't have to be techie to make money online, do you, ladies? Exactly what we need. We need each other. Okay. If I went to your bio, what would I see? Okay. Do I know what you're doing? Let me see if I can make this. Can you see this big? Candace and Sandy, you're at the top, and Evie, so I can see you. Now, I changed mine quite a bit and I made it a little bit longer. I'm going to see if I can highlight it here. Helping you make money without your face or skills, online coach for normal people. And I also put my email in here. Okay, you don't have to do that. But if you're doing UGC stuff, you can get, I've already gotten UGC emails from this. I just haven't dealt with it yet. Now, before you update your bio, don't go do it while I'm talking. Okay, I want you to listen to me. I've been watching quite a few different creators and people that talk about that introduction that you do. How many of you know what my introduction's been for 2 years? I live in a double wide trailer in a Holler in West Virginia, right? But that double wide trailer in a Holler in West Virginia has been wonderful. But if I want to, I'm working this out loud with you guys. If I want to move to be an online coach and I want to move more to that area, what does me living in a double wide trailer have anything to do with helping you make money online? Does it? If you watched one of my videos, would you have any idea I help you make money online if I told you I lived in a double wide trailer in a Holler in West Virginia? Right? So, you know how we do our little introductions and we're like, my name is Candace. You say X-ray tech, OT, that's what you say. I'm an OT. Okay, that's fine. That's great. But the more I've watched some of these people, do you guys have, and you might think of somebody, they say the same thing. Like they'll hook you in and they're like, my name's Jamie. I help content creators make money online and grow their account, right? They say it every single video, right? So if I watched one of your videos, would I know what you're offering me or just what you do for a living? So your bio and that introduction that you're saying kind of go hand in hand. So lately, if you've heard me say, my name is Jess, I teach normal, average, nobody's how to make money online. I might change that. I actually hired a strategist. I have a big meeting tomorrow because I'm ready to scale my business in a different direction. And I cannot do it alone. Which, by the way, if you're here, I think you need mentorship, whether you pay for it or you put it in your community. We cannot do this alone. You guys know how much money I make. I pay thousands of dollars for help. I can't do this alone either. Okay. So when your bio and that introduction People are lazy. Do you agree? We're lazy. I don't want to go. I'm not going to go watch more than one or two of your videos. I probably won't put my email in your link. I probably am not going to click anything. And if you guys have ever had a viral video, right, you know that. People just comment, they don't click, they don't put their email in, they don't come back. They'll watch you on live for 45 minutes, never follow you, and never give you an email, right? So if I watched one of your videos, do I know what you do? It's fine if you're a mom and you've got kids at your feet, but what are you offering me? You know, the pain point. Rachel, we always use Rachel's pain point. I found it a silly, stupid, simple side hustle. You know, you got kids at your feet and she's offering that. But that introduction for every video, I think the more I see this out of other big creators that have a lot of followers, that have a lot of engagement, you know what they're offering you, right? You know their engagement, that you know their TikTok shop, you know they have a community, you know they did something, right? Because they say it on every single video. Am I making any sense? So, is your introduction, because you got to hook them in the first 3 seconds, but is your introduction just talking about where you live? Again, I mean, I've been saying double wide trailer in a holler in West Virginia for 2 years, so I'm talking to myself. I actually met with somebody week before last about this. I'm meeting with somebody about this tomorrow because I want to pivot more to being the coach rather than just selling a course. Okay, so I might sound different than you. If you guys watch like Nicole, you know, the lady that had a stroke, she talks about how she wanted to make money online because some guy called her too fat, too dumb, and too stupid or too old. Have you guys seen her? If you haven't followed her, you need to. She's wonderful. I had a call with her. Um, but when you watch these people's videos, they do hook you in with some kind of like pain point or strategy, but then they're saying, have you guys noticed that? The one of them is Jamie, and she's like, my name is Jamie. I'm a social media strategist. I help content creators grow and monetize their account. She's very quick, and she says it every single video. So it's something I want to think about your intentional introduction. So a lot of us say we're from Ohio, right? Or we're from West Virginia. Okay, well, I don't care. I mean, not to be mean, but have you guys ever thought about that? Like, the more you study these people that have videos and have a ton of engagement, they say a lot of the same thing in that middle little introduction. You could be like, my name is Maria. I help people over 50 make money for retirement. You know, that little pivot of where you live or that you're a mom, what are you doing for them? Why should I follow you? They're lazy. They're not going to click your link. But if I'm over 50 and I'm watching Maria and I'm not ready for retirement, I might follow her because she says, my name's Maria. I help people over 50 get ready for retirement. Well, I need that help. So I'm going to follow her. So this will be different for every single one of us, right? Melissa won't be the same as Maria. She's going to say something completely different. But that little bit of your introduction, would I know what you're giving me? Would I know what you're offering? Would I know what your page is about with watching one video? Or do I just know where you're from and that you have a program? So for me personally, I want to find something for me that, you know, whether you're a digital marketer or you want to make money online, I want to find that slogan for me because I don't want to say double wide trailer in West Virginia anymore. I don't care. I mean, I care about that, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just resell a course forever. I want to coach people and I've got to get myself to that next level. Does that make sense? So that middle part for me has to start becoming different because if I mean, I have a ton of digital marketers that follow me. That's a lot. What can I offer them? They don't want to buy a course. They have 10 of them, right? But can I get them monetized or can I help them grow or can I help them be, you know, like, are you guys' wheels turning about what you're saying? Anybody? Or you think I'm like in left field and ridiculous? I have these thoughts, and you know, if you know my brain, it never comes out my mouth like it does my brain. But if I was a lazy, sitting on the couch mom with 7 kids and I watched one of your videos and my husband was at work in a 12-hour shift, would I have any idea how you could help me? Like, what are you giving me? So what? You have a program. I don't care. I don't want a program. What are you giving me? What are you doing? Me too, Arlene. My thoughts are in here. They're crazy. You do not want in here. You know, what are you giving me? Maybe you quit your job. Maybe, you know, you help whatever. Maybe you have a special needs child. Okay. What are you going to do for me? Sometimes you need to scale back to move forward. We like to word vomit on people. So I have sat down 3 different times in the past 2 weeks with a pen and paper and this information. I've made some like sample videos, but for me, I wrote down things that I want. Like this is what I need to be known for. They don't need to know where I live. They don't need to know that I live in a trailer. I wrote down like I made $500,000 in less than 2 years, and now I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. Like I wrote stuff like that down. These thoughts, like, I'm not big on dollars and I'm not big on pushing out how much money I've made. I don't like that. But, like I brainstorm this stuff. What am I offering them? They're lazy. They're probably not going to click your link. They're probably not going to go watch all of your videos and figure out what you do. They watched one, they might have commented. They probably didn't follow you. They probably didn't send you a message, right? How many of you have ever had a viral video? It can be detrimental. It can be great. You get real excited. You get a bunch of comments. You might get a few emails. Amanda cleaned out my email last week. It went from 40,000 to 15,000. Talk about my numbers. That's what viral videos do for you. They're great. You get followers and it's all wonderful. But 90% of them don't ever open the video, the emails. They go to their spam. They sit in there. They make your open rate terrible. Like I had to get that out of there. And I was like, I don't want to let it go. Look at all those emails. But if they're not opening them, what's the point of them sitting in there, right? They're literally dragging me down.
That's one thing that I think a lot of people get afraid of is with the emails, is letting go of those. And for me, it was the idea that I can have 100 people in here, but if only 3 of them are opening it, my open rate just tanked.
Exactly.
And so if you get rid of those other people that are not opening it, then all of a sudden your open rate goes up and then your deliverability goes up and everything is going up.
Yes, that's already happened, and it's not even been a week for me, Heather. Thank you. You got to get that stuff cleaned up. And it was like letting a baby go.
I had
Go
a
ahead.
question about what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but how do we, I guess, come up with our own message other than saying, I help moms over 50 make money, or I help moms make money, or whatever for retirement? Like, I guess, coming up with the right verbiage so it doesn't sound like everybody else. I help you make money online. I mean, that's just so,
Generic.
yeah, yeah,
Well, you could say I like the over 50 thing. There's a very big need, Candy, for people over 50 to make money. They're
yeah.
working 3 jobs, they're not ready for retirement. So you don't even have to say moms. You could just be like, my name is Candy and I help people over 50 get ready for retirement.
Yeah, I actually made a video. I haven't posted it yet, but I made a video. Are you over 50 and you've depleted your retirement like I did for my son, and I would not change it for the world? And if you're in, and I said something else real quick. It's like 7 seconds of just getting to the point. Like, if you're like me, I can help you, teach you how to make money or whatever. Because to me, it doesn't, like, I would love to buy the Boss Suite. I just can't afford it right now because I love the idea of not doing videos, not going online, things like that. And then I would like to, like, my goal right now is to at least make my first sale so then I can probably buy the Boss Suite so I can give people more options, because there are a lot of people that don't want to be tied to this every day,
Right.
don't want to be bogged down with everything, but yet, and then actually want I want to give options.
I love that word. My favorite
Yeah,
word.
you got to have options, because not everybody, and then everybody talks about how easy it is, but it's really not. It's really not. I mean, yes, once you make your sell or whatever, I mean, I think we make it not easy. Like, it is easier than going and getting a job. It is. But I've even started, like, wanted to make more videos about saying, hey, everybody's on here saying, digital marketing and it's easy, but really it's not easy because we overthink things. We get in our own way. And some of us, spend all day, instead of prioritizing, like today I need to sweep and mop my floors and I need to do other things. And I've got Good News Club next week because we started back up. And sometimes I just get literally, though, if I don't start like making a calendar like you say and stick to it, I've literally started this since June and I spend like all day other than making dinner and doing laundry on this business. And when I first started it, I did it so much that I just burnt myself out with the training and trying to make videos and making sure that I post. And I mean, it can be so overwhelming and so much. And I want
You
to
need you need to scale back to move forward, right?
yeah, and I want to be real and raw in my videos about that because so many people make it like, oh, you're going to make money, and it's no, not everybody does.
So do a video like that. Get it off your chest and get it out of your head. Go do a video
Yeah,
like that today.
yeah,
There is a stereotype that just because you bought a program, you should automatically make money. And if you haven't
yeah,
seen it yet, you're wrong.
exactly.
Yes.
And it's not true.
No. And it's okay to be in a program and not make a bunch of money or any money at all, but you've still learned something. There's
Yeah,
nothing wrong with you. And that is borderline manipulation when people feel that way. Like it's
and
okay to buy a program and learn something, but not make money. That's
I
okay.
made a video. It's already out there. I made a video about the three things that they don't tell you about digital marketing. One of them was don't buy another program to make money if you haven't made money on the program you got. It's ridiculous.
So I like the over 50. Like I help people over 50 make money from their phone, or I help people over 50 learn how to like something like that. I think that
I
over
think
50
I
thing.
might do better on that angle more so than moms because my kids are adult kids and I could go with the whole thing where do you have adult kids and you don't want them to live with you and just basically relate with people that are and share my life with there's gonna bound to be, I mean, with all the enabling we do in this world, there's a ton of people out there doing the same thing, that they can relate with my life.
Right. So I think that's definitely now something that I did was pen and paper. And I'm gonna like I like to get synonyms for words. I'm a big like I want to see all the different meanings for that one word or what other people use. And I do use chat for that and get these ideas in my head and like, well, I could say this, this, and this, and I'll write stuff down. And I don't know, that kind of stuff to me is like I like it. Seeing how you can reword things to make it yours. I do that a lot with my Bible studies too. So just find what flows off your tongue. I just like the over 50 thing, but not necessarily adult children want out of your house. I think that might like make you too like, I don't know. Maybe that's for your lives, like not just your videos. That could be a hook in a video, you know what I mean? But not necessarily that introduction part. There's some Heather and Tracy got you some stuff in the chat. Love it. Um, Sometimes we have to scale back to move forward. Now, it's not funny, but the two people that I follow that are such big coaches have been talking a lot about the same thing. You don't need 50 different hooks every day. Pick you 2 to 4, and that's what you need to stick with. And they've all said the same thing. Your main pillars, your very specific things, the things you can hit on. And we've been saying that, right? For how long? Since August? It's okay to say the same thing. It's how you say it. It's how, like that introduction part. It's that energy. Rachel talks so much about her energy, and I'm going to use her as an example. She watches my training or Madison's training before she goes live almost every time. Her husband came in to talk to her the other day about how his brother was making him mad, and she was like, I cannot listen to this right now because it was going to make her energy down, and she needed to be up here. Some of us need that kind of stuff before we even make a video, right? So, what you've got going on in your life too can determine how you show up on your videos. So, um, I know you've heard this a million times, but it's about the transformation, not necessarily the journey. And if you've watched me on live, my lives are just like I'm explaining everything. I'm not painting a picture anymore. Like I just want to stop going live for like a whole week. I might make myself do that and just get back to painting the picture. I always feel like I'm bragging, and that really bothers me. I don't know if it bothers you guys a lot, but um, I don't believe in flaunting that kind of stuff out there sometimes. So I don't want to talk about all the money I've made and all the things that have happened in my life and how much things have changed because I feel like I'm bragging. Do you guys ever feel that way? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I'm just different. And I don't, so I want to explain the program or explain my offer, but then I'm not like, I'm just like word vomiting on people and I'm not pushing them over the edge. I do the same thing in my videos. So I want you guys to know that we all struggle in different ways. Okay. I just different. We're all different. The Lord made us all different, but we have a lot in common. That's why we're here. So we need to scale back to move forward. Somebody wrote that in the thing. I love that. We don't necessarily need to do more. I love that, Carrie. Shit, it's possible. It's totally possible.
Jess,
I
can I
love-
piggyback off something with you
Please.
she just said? So she made a good point of painting the picture. And I think sometimes we forget, like, and just think in your mind real quick and just kind of think of that for a second. But what does your program connect with them? No matter what you have, legacy, boss, DWC, whatever you have. Like, does your program connect with you, or what is it that connects you with them? It's us, right? Like, they buy from people. They don't buy a business. They don't buy a program. They connect with people. And so what are you saying in your content or your lives that's getting that connection? And we know, most of us know the answer. Do you guys know the answer of what connects that, right? It's our story. But the thing is how often are we painting that picture of our story of saying, I was in a dumpster fire of a situation, and what took me from enough is enough to I have to make a change. But again, think about how much of our audience is in that enough is enough. You're giving them an option, but you got to connect first with your story so they can be like, oh my gosh, she actually is real. She has what I need. I'm talking to her. She has what I need. She's gone through the transformation. Whether or not you're making money, you have something for them, but you start with the connection of what they're dealing with, because otherwise you're not going to connect. A program, they don't care about a program. They don't care what it does for them. They want to see like how you can help them. Does that make sense? Like how you can help them with your story. Because think about it. If some mom is going through what I have right before, maybe she's done a lot of things trying to get her husband home. It's literally an issue. But the thing is if I'm talking about that and the feelings and the emotion that I have, I just grabbed their heart. And now they're like, oh my gosh, she has something that I need. What if I could do what she has? You know what I'm saying? So connect with the painting the picture that she's literally talking about right now is paint the picture. What does it look like? Why did you buy it? I know we say it all the time, but why did you buy it? Paint the picture of all the different things that you've done. And again, this is more for a live. You don't want to do this in a video all the time, but this isn't a live. This is part of what grabs people in is you're talking about your story and they're like, oh my gosh, I totally relate to you. That's literally the first, when I ever saw the last program I had, Legacy, you guys, when I saw Jess for the first time, I saw her in a webinar and she was talking about how she was digging change out of the cup holder. And there was something else that she said. And I sat there and thought, oh, and her husband was working 12-hour shifts. My immediate thought was, she's gotten out of it. I need to talk to her. I literally thought that exact same thing, but I related with her. So how many of us need to, we need to relate with our person because of what we've done and where we've been, right? It's just like if she's been talking to somebody that she's been dealing with somebody that's been struggling with their daughter in a similar situation, Jess is going to connect with them because they've been through it. Okay. So connect with them over that, if that makes sense.
Good. Which, by the way, Rachel's going to be a speaker at the face-to-face, you guys. Don't you think she's going to do really good? She already coaches us. She's amazing, by the way. She's amazing. Do you want to tell them anything else that you might have going on that you need to share? Be excited about?
Like what? About how I can't get over lives right now? Yeah, it's a problem. No, this is the thing though, guys, is because you guys know some of my story, right? I've done a lot of things. I've literally spent $30,000 in one side hustle alone. And then I went to another one, spent more on coaching and all the help because I needed the help. Some people are cuckoo, but I needed a lot of help, but I spent thousands of dollars that got me nowhere. And so of course I get something else. I get coaching, right? There's blind spots. There just is, but completely flipped because I got something else and came in thinking, I'm no longer going to sit here watching Friends in The Office because they're my favorite TV shows. It is what it is, guilty pleasures. But I'm no longer going to sit and watch the TV shows when I can do something about my finances. So I literally, like my husband goes to work at night, I put my phone down and I will listen to training or I'll work. But right now I'm in a challenge with myself to go live twice a day. And sometimes it's hard. I would rather watch a TV show. I'm not going to lie. But I also have seen what it's done for my finances, like completely flipped them. Guys, the month of January, I made $10,000 in the month of January as a stay-at-home mom. This doesn't happen to people like me. I'm literally telling you right now. You heard my story. But again, it also took me one, I had to put God first. Like I'm telling you, that is a huge piece of the puzzle. I put him first every morning. My kid comes in, I'm like, hold it. Mom has not touched my scriptures. You do not want to talk to me until I have, okay? But it's like putting that first. And then also with my business, putting that more of a priority. Because yes, that TV show that you're watching is funny and it gets you the giggles, but is it doing anything for your finances?
Yeah.
And so that's what I've had to take in myself of like, I have this class that can literally flip my life upside down. I have to let it though. I have the coaching. I'm doing all the things. But if I'm not going to like spend my time to show that, what is it called? Everybody wants a village, but we're not willing to be a villager. Have you heard that saying? Everybody wants $1 million, but we're not willing to do what it takes to get to that. Everybody wants the income that Jessica has, but what does she do different? Right? She connects with her customers. She's in the DM, all the different things, but we have to take it the next step of how are we spending our time? What are we doing? And I feel like that's been a huge shift for me, like in and of itself. I want to watch my show, but I took myself as a challenge, be like, let's just see what happens. Last week of February, let's just see what happens if I do 2 lives in a day. It's going to give me the practice that I need because even though it's uncomfortable, it's going to give me the practice with the new training I'm working on with my class. But that's going to get me a step further. And I'm like, guys, I had my biggest day, $2,500 in one day. Like I was nauseous all day. I cannot believe that stuff happened to people like me. Just think about it. Like right now, if that happened to you, what would you do? You flip your life upside down. But what you need to understand is your actions leading you to that village, whatever it's called, however I said that a second ago. I don't know. Small tip.
Good. I'm proud of you. We won't get there watching our show. And I'm telling you guys, I lose sleep. I've always done that. Now, lately, I've been making myself go to sleep because of the chapter that I'm in. And the Lord's like, you need to rest because I can't be strong without sleep. But when I started this, it was every day live, sometimes live at 11 o'clock at night when my whole house was asleep because, I live in a tiny house. I sacrificed sleep. I did things because I wanted a different life. So there's like Rachel has 2 kids that go to sleep. Her husband works midnights and she puts those girls to sleep and she goes live again when she could be chilling, right? Alone time with mom. But, and the benefits have reaped what, she's reaping that. Sounds a lot like me.
Yeah.
One of the best things about coaching is Rachel was talking about blind spots, and even coaches need coaches because we all have blind spots. We all say things like Rachel just said, this doesn't happen to people like me. And this happens to people like you every single day when you show up. So when we say those kinds of things, this doesn't happen to people like me, you're telling the universe, you're telling God, I don't want this. And that's not the truth. The truth is you do want this. And then Jess, you said something about when you're speaking, you don't want to be bragging. But if I were to ask you with whatever it was that you were trying to portray to the people that you were trying to speak with, were you actually bragging?
No.
Exactly. You were actually telling them something that was passionate to you, and that's how it comes out. But yet in our minds, we're thinking we're bragging. So what I'm trying to get at here is like it doesn't matter who you are. We all have blind spots, and we need to catch those blind spots, either with a coach, with somebody else in our life, or noticing the words that are coming out of our mouth or the thoughts that are in our heads. And if you are, like, oh, I don't want to say that because I feel like I'm bragging. Well, am I bragging? Number one, am I bragging? No, I'm not bragging. I'm speaking with passion, and then just reframe it so that you can come back and tell what you need to tell. But especially with those thoughts of this doesn't happen to people like me. Okay, this happens to people like me every single day. It happens in every way, always.
Good.
And just accept it.
What was the other one that you did? I thought I had it. I cleaned it. It's not. Remember, I wrote it down for a long time, but it's gone. Something about the devil, and you made me reframe it. You remember?
Oh, new level, new devil, because I just hate that one.
Yeah. New awakening. I like how Heather's mind works, y'all. She's good at that stuff. Think outside the box.
And I just want to say too that I haven't been successful because I haven't really been working this business like I should. I haven't been going live. I haven't been doing posting. I've had things all last week. I had the tile guy here doing my bathroom. So I was like, well, I can't go live. I mean, I use that as an excuse. So I just want to say it works. It's just, you got to work it.
Yep. And I'll say it and say it and say it. If you have a different stream of income, some of us treat this business like it's just a me. I'll get to it. right? And like, I'm going to use Sandy as an example because I know her. She doesn't have another stream of income anymore. She has no choice. You have to make it a plan B or a plan A. You can't just make it your plan B. You have to lose sleep. You have to go in another room. You have to be uncomfortable. Like if you want, it's not just going to fall at your lap. You're not just going to get a viral video and make a bunch of money, right? You have to work it. You have to work
Can I
it.
ask a question really quick about lives
Yes.
that I can't figure out anybody that can answer me? When you're on your live, can you flip the camera from facing you to your background to the back camera in the middle of a live? I can't figure out how to do it.
Yes, super easy. It just says flip.
Where? I can't find it. Is it a button on the
There's
screen?
3 little dots, and you click the 3 little dots, and it'll come up and cover half the screen, and it says
Okay.
flip.
Right. Thank you. I couldn't find it.
Should be very easy.
Okay. Of course, I'm not techie at all, but that's all right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I just did FaceTime with my mom before this because she couldn't figure out how to mirror her video, so I helped her. She's funny. It has to be our plan A. Has to be our plan A. I don't have another choice. This pays my bills. I have to show up, or we're gonna be in trouble, right? So you gotta have that attitude, right? Candy, even if the floor people there and they're putting down tile, so what? Maybe they need to make money. They might hear you on live and they might tell somebody, hey, I met this girl and I was doing tile in her house and she teaches people how to make money online. You need to call her. I'm serious. You never know who can hear you and who's listening. At a restaurant, so many people, restaurants, um, checking out, you talk to people. I talk about this business all the time. So I want you guys to look at your bio today and think about your intentional introduction. Your intentional introduction. Go in your car, do whatever you got to do. Whatever you got to do. If you don't like going, yes.
There is a comment in the section that I would like you to speak on. And forgive me if I say her name wrong. I think it's Arlene. She
Mhm.
says, I don't know how to be coached, and I have been a fitness trainer for years.
You don't know how, you mean you just, Arlene, where are you? I can't even see you. There you are.
I'm calling her out and she's like,
Yeah,
leave
she
me
is.
alone.
Arlene, can you speak? Can you come off mute? No. I'd like to ask you why you feel like you can't be coached. Everybody's coachable. Why do you feel that way? Okay. She's giving me the finger. She says, hang on a second. Everybody's coachable.
Okay. Hey, I don't think I can't be coached. I don't know how I wrote that. Um, I don't know how. Like I think that like I'll get in this group and I'll listen and and I'll write things down and so I'll be coached kind of that way and I'll learn and I'll do things. But I don't know when it comes there's just a place I kind of stop. I don't even know what it is yet. Like if it's, I don't want to bug her or I don't want to be vulnerable there. Like thinking about oh, maybe I should have just look at my Facebook and then right away I'm like, I already know. Like I look at it and I'm like, it's a mess. Like all I've been, for years I've just been sharing and and everything, been sharing whatever. Oh, that's cool. I'll share it, whatever. And so I already like it's like I already know that, but still, as I'm listening, I'm like, yeah, but if I could just be in that place of, okay, Jess, would you look at it? Or, I'll have Jess look at my TikTok. I'm like, no way, like it's a mess. I have to clean it up first. So maybe I don't know, like I gotta look good before you.
You you're never gonna be perfect. And that's like coming to the Lord. We think we got to get cleaned up before we go to Christ, but He will
Yeah.
clean us up. Will we meet you where you are? You it's habit change, Arlene. We all are complacent. We like habit, we like structure, we like to do the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even you just speaking is one step into a new habit. Like you're breaking that chain, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, calling it out and saying, okay, well, here it is. I don't know if I know how to, I guess I do know how to. It's just like take that step and be like, okay, look at it because I don't know.
What are you afraid that Jess is going to find when she looks at your TikTok or your Facebook?
Hmm, what am I afraid of?
That was deep.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Everything on there is actually like beautiful and growth and connection.
Do you
Um,
only post on Facebook? Is that why you keep bringing up Facebook? Is that your biggest platform?
no, well, no, TikTok is.
Okay.
Yeah. Facebook, it's just that I've been trying to go on there, and every time I do put something on there about business, people say something. It seems like I do get more interaction with business stuff on Facebook.
Good. Are you sharing on Facebook?
Yeah, a little bit.
Stop. You have to just stop.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to stop. Facebook hates sharing. You have to stop.
It's been, I even thought that the other day. I'm like, is this like a habit? Like, I already know you
It,
told me that. I'm like,
it is a habit.
I already know, like, don't do that. And then I'll see something and be like, oh, I have to share that. No, you
No, you
don't.
don't. No, you don't. The number one thing that Facebook hates is sharing. If it's a post that you like a whole lot, save the picture, copy and paste the words, make it your own original post. But if you're going to use Facebook as your platform, and I wanted to talk to you about that, Arlene. I'm glad you guys brought it up. About doing Facebook push and things that you guys can do. Some of you have been in my Facebook group. Remember I did that in the other community. Um, Facebook is way different than TikTok. But I mean, I don't I don't want you to be like afraid of me looking at your social media because I'm gonna like be mean to you or something, but
I don't want that either. I don't want to
I'm
be
gonna
afraid of it.
I'm gonna shoot it to you straight. I bet you right now your Facebook looks junky and messy, and I have no idea what you stand for.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, then if you know that, then I want you to look at it and change your bio, stop sharing, clean up the things that you can clean up. Don't delete anything, just clean up what you can clean up and move forward. Okay?
Like the scale back.
Scale back. You don't need to post on Facebook. You do not need to do anything more than once a day. Facebook is slow. You don't need to post a bunch of crap on there once a day. Always have a story and post once a day.
So story, like a whole bunch of little stories or just one picture? You know how people do the,
Yes, you do what you want. But when I do a whole bunch of stories, the first one gets like 500 views, and by the time you get to the end, it's got like 7.
I
So
noticed that. Yeah.
I don't waste my time because people go like this. They don't click through every single one. They don't do it.
Right.
So I usually make my first one, I do one or two generally, and I don't because it's a time thing, Arlene. It's scaling back, moving forward to scale back. So I usually always have a story up, 80% real life, 20% business. If all you're doing is trying to sell people and not serve them and you're not offering value, they don't care. They're gonna get rid of you. TikTok, same thing. Every day, every day, every day. Push, 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 sell, sell, sell. Facebook, you got to value them and love them and give them your life, not your business. Okay, you've got to add more value on Facebook as like your life, Bible verses, like that.
Right.
Like,
I think I do that. Like my son says, my son says, Mom, you give everything away for free. Like you give nuggets away for free all the time. And I'm like, well, I mean, like I go on TikTok live sometimes 3 hours a night. And, you know, it does bring a little money, but not like anything.
Scale it back. Stop staying on for 3 hours. Go for 45 minutes to an hour and get off. It's also
Yeah.
about your peace. You don't need to be on for 3 hours.
Right.
I would rather you do 45 minutes in the morning or 45 minutes at night and do it twice a day and mix it up, get you a rhythm, and don't stay online for 3 hours. That's too much, I think.
I think so too. But when I'm on there, the community's on there, and then I don't know.
Well, you do what works best for you, but it might be draining you.
That's when you
Yep,
get
it
them
might.
to, that's when you get them to come back into your world, either through email, or if you have your own community, you direct them back there so that you can continue the conversation, but not be on 3 hours all the time. That's got to be super draining.
Yeah. How do you do that? Like, that's the kind of things. I mean, we can talk about it later. Like,
But you've got
probably
people
the whole
that, so
thing.
are the people that are watching you on live, are they following you for those 3 full hours? Or are
A
they,
lot of them. Yeah.
okay, so they're invested in you already. They're watching you for 3 hours every
Right.
time that you come
Crazy.
on. So invite them back into your world. Okay, so I'm seeing a pattern here. You're afraid to ask Jess to look at your Facebook or your TikTok. You're afraid to ask and invite those people back into your world.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one thing that I learned. This biggest lesson that I learned at the end of last year was that when I don't ask, the answer is always
No.
no. Always. But when I started asking, and I got less attached to the outcome and more attached to just the game of just asking, that's when it really became fun. And I'm going to tell you, out of all of the guest speakers that I've had in my community, out of all of the people that I've asked, I've only gotten one person who never got back to me. So I'm thinking I had the wrong email. And the other person who said no. That was it.
Yeah.
But the rest of them, I've either scheduled or I have plans to have them later on in the year, or they've already been in there. So if you don't ask, it's always a no. And if it's a no, who cares? Move on.
Right. Well, but the community I'm talking about, like, where would I invite them now? Because I'm not fitness training anymore. I mean, I am. Well, I'm not. I'm not fitness training anymore. I think what it is I don't even know like what's going on. I know that I'm passionate about freedom in every area, but I don't even know, like, I can't see through the weeds. This has been amazing. I've been here a month, and just even taking a breath and just going, okay, where am I, has helped. But
What if you're
I don't want to.
completely transparent with them and you say, I'm thinking about creating another space, and you don't even have to
Yeah.
name what that space is, and just say, I would really like anyone that's on this call, if you've been following me, I want you to stay in my world. Please join my email list so that I can keep you in the loop as to whatever's coming up.
Oh, that's perfect.
They don't need to know exactly what's going on. I mean, because you don't even know exactly what's
I
going
don't
on
even
yet.
know. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But start getting them in the door now, because if you wait until you know exactly what you're going to do, some of those people might not still be following.
Right. Right. And that sounds like faith. That sounds kind of like this whole journey. Okay. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. I need to write that down though, because I think I'll remember it. I need a pen. Thank
If you
you,
don't
Jen.
ask, if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
Always know. Yeah.
Thank you, Heather. That's so good. Just flying around, but you're not landing the plane, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got people on for 3 hours, they should be buying your offer. You're just not pushing them over the edge.
Well, sometimes I don't even mention it. So, I mean, that's not surprising.
What do you talk about on live for 3 hours?
Freedom, we worship, we pray. Freedom in every area.
So for me, Arlene, when I do Bible studies, I keep those separate from when I'm trying to sell a course. I do 2 different lives, one for Bible studies and one to
I thought about doing that. I thought about doing one in the daytime for business, for the course. And some of them have asked and some of them have, clicked to go look at the website.
I mean, you're doing a good thing, but sometimes it's hard to go live about digital marketing and do Bible
Yeah.
study and stuff. Yeah. So I try to keep them separate. That's just my personal choice. So maybe that's something that you could do is cut them back down. Right?
Yeah. So I'm writing everything down.
All right.
Not everything. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I guess I am coachable. We'll see.
You are coachable. Don't say that. I don't want to hear that out of your mouth
Yeah.
again.
Okay. I won't.
All coachable means is you're getting help, you're going to apply it, you're not perfect, you're going to mess up, but you're going to keep trying. So you need to give yourself some grace. Okay? I love what you're doing, but if you're wanting to make money, you might have to separate it or you might have to intertwine your messages.
Yeah.
Maybe 3 hours is too long, or maybe you need to like
Maybe you think?
cut it. If you're wanting to make money and talk about an offer, maybe do a different live.
Okay. I keep
Ah,
hearing that in here. Give yourself grace. I keep hearing that.
it's all aspects of our life. We are not perfect, but we are
Mm-mm.
hard on ourselves. We are hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You need to watch the way you speak to yourself too, Arlene, because you're going to get in a bad hole and I can hear it in you already. You didn't want to ask, just like Heather said, you didn't want to ask for help. You're not talking to your people. You expect them to buy something from you. Well, if you got an offer and you're not talking about it, I don't know what you're selling me. I mean, I
And
love
I
that.
didn't even know, like, until I said it, I didn't even see that. Until I said it to y'all. Like when I wrote it down, I didn't even see it. But when I didn't even see it.
Now, what program are you in?
Oh, so I did Kingdom coaching. But I bought that one and then that was way too hard. I couldn't even figure it out. And Legacy. And I did get Boss Suite. I sold a couple of Legacies, but I've been in a year and then Boss Suite.
Okay. Maybe separate it and figure out what works best for you.
Yeah.
You are coachable. You can do this. You can learn new things and you can change your habits. Right?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever self-talked theirself into a big dark hole? We all have, right? I say that all the time. I could talk myself out of a wet paper sack full of $1 million and go back out and do it again, not ever get the $1 million because that's what I do in my brain. So you got to be careful how you speak to yourself. Okay. Big dark black hole. Yep, been there, done that. All right, Candy, I'm going to answer some of your questions. Good. Arlene, you good?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't seem to unmute or whatever. Can you mute me?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, how many videos should we watch to categorize? It's totally up to you. I usually leave it on 10 minutes or ish and comment on every other video. If I leave it play and don't comment, hey, Sterling. If I leave it and play and don't comment, I don't get categorized. I have to engage to get categorized, okay? So it's totally up to you. Just play with it. Should we get them to DM me before your voice message? Totally up to you. Sometimes I'm like, hey girl, hey, and then I send a voice message. Sometimes I send a voice message first. Just depends what kind of mood I'm in. It depends who I'm around. I've done both. There's no yes, this works every time, or no, that doesn't work every time. Because they're people, they're busy, they got things to do, they don't live, eat, breathe, and poop making money online like I do. So they forget about me, right? Is that all your questions? Yep. Yep. These are good questions. Good questions.
Oh, I have another one. I just didn't type it out, or a couple of them. Because that one that you answered about the, just because to make sure they're not bots. Because you look at their page and they have like 2 pictures. and you're just like, is it a bot? So that's why I was like, should we say, like say comment yes on my video, and then they comment yes, and then usually I send a message, hey, send me a private message for more info. That's what I usually do before I send a voice message, just to kind of, because I'm concerned about bots. So
I mean, yeah, sometimes they'll answer, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know that you can really tell because I've had people buy from me that didn't have videos in their thing at all. So you can't really be like,
okay,
oh, well, that's not a person. Because a lot of
okay,
people don't, like, some people don't even know how to repost a video on TikTok. They don't know how to do that kind of stuff. They just watch videos and then they randomly found you, right? So they have
okay,
no
I
idea.
got you. And then
And
also, go ahead.
I send a voice message and be like, hey, I just wanted to reach out to you, make sure you were a real person and not a bot. Message me back. And that gets them every time.
Okay, cool. And also, how do you do the forms that where it says like you'll on your live, it'll say, click this and insert here and all that. Then, when you're on your
Service
live.
Plus. Service Plus.
Oh, Service Plus. Okay. And then, should we, let's see. Da-da-da-da. And then also on the videos that we watch to push your videos out for views that you answered, should we do the same thing as far as watching videos and stuff? Uh, I guess for the same about 10 minutes before we do a live, and is it after a live as well, or just before the live?
I don't usually engage a lot after my live.
Okay, so just before, so before and after a post and before a live.
That's
Okay,
what I do.
okay, cool. Thanks.
Usually after my live, I'm in messages.
Okay.
Good questions. Tracy Payne, I don't post a lot on Instagram, so I can't answer that for you. I'm so sorry. Somebody else might work good with Instagram, might want to answer that. Um, uh, that's what I have for you today. Now, how many of you, last week I had several folks in the DM and then crickets. Sure, Candace, get in there and message them. Be like, hey, what you doing? Listen, I messaged and I have this today. This lady sent me a reply and I messaged her Thursday about the Zoom and she just saw it. And I said, well, it says I sent it at 6:50 on Thursday. She said, nope, just got it today. Don't rely on TikTok. They might not even be getting your messages. So, first of all, don't put so much pressure on the fact that you messaged 5 people and nobody answered you. Okay? You've got to get rid of that. They're not going to message you. They don't live and eat, breathe this. If you guys could see some of my messages, you would be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm fussing about 5. You got to just keep on, and go find somebody new. Okay? Um, I I've been getting some slack about being in the DM, so I think it's funny because I don't mind being in the DM and I talk to people and I love people and I want to help people and I think you do you, I'll do me, right? We're just gonna do it our way. TikTok messages are horrible. I try to get people's email. I made a 13-minute video of the classroom, made it myself, made it on Loom so they could hear my voice. And I get, hey, I got a video here. Let me send it to you. I send it to them. They give me their email. So then I put their email in my funnel and I send them the 13-minute video and then we're in conversation. So
I have another question about Loom. I figured out how to do it finally, to where my little picture's on the little circle and I'm on my website. Do I have to go to Zoom or something else to make a video just of me without the little, you know what I'm saying? Like how you're on the total screen there. I
you
can't
can do
figure out.
both of those in Loom.
Do you have to have the paid subscription to make that happen? Because I can't figure out
I
how.
pay for Loom, so I don't know what you see.
Right.
I do pay for Loom.
Because
Just Google it. Just Google it, Candy.
I
Go to
have,
Google.
and it's not helpful. I've YouTubed it too. I can't figure it out because when I go in there to do Loom, all I did finally figure out, it's just like a little picture of me on, and then like a presentation, but I haven't figured out how to do it where like
There's a setting at the bottom and it just shows it's video or screen. Mine's at the bottom, video or screen. You just
Okay.
gotta switch it. I don't know
Okay.
where it is.
Okay, I'll play with it. Thank you.
Okay. So I have the face-to-face link for May. I'm gonna drop it in the community today. Okay. So the first 10 people, it's less than half price. I'm gonna do $200 for the first 10 people that want to commit to May 7th and May 8th. Okay? Tina's coming from California for accounting. Rachel's going to coach. Amanda's going to be there to coach. Maybe somebody else. So, rented the house yesterday. I got the hotel list, all the stuff ready for you. I want you guys to be there. In a few days, I'll open it up to the big community. It's a very small room. It only fits 60 people. Okay? So, if something comes, you can't come, you want to come, you need to talk about money, you need to send me a private message. Okay? Have you guys, anybody ever been to a face-to-face event before? I'm not coming to Europe, Phoebe. Face-to-face events change your life, don't they, Maria? You see a different side of people. You connect with people. It changes how you see things. Now, at this time, I can't do you and your spouse because it's a small room for now, unless nobody wants to come, and then we'll open it up to other people. Is that okay? We need hugs. We need connection. Oh my gosh, it has a great like picture. We'll do lots of stuff. I rented a house that has a fire pit and a bunch of like pool tables and stuff. You guys can Uber back to my house and we can just hang out all evening. Okay? We're gonna have a lot of fun. I learned Jess is a real person. Yes! Just as crazy as ever, right? Okay, now let me ask you about a Facebook push. How many of you I didn't do anything yet because I didn't know what you wanted to do. I get leads from Facebook daily. Facebook is right up there with TikTok for me. Do you guys want to do more Facebook? Are you already doing Facebook? Did you pay for my Facebook class? Do you want stuff inside of here that you could do? Facebook is a lot. Just like all the TikTok stuff, Facebook is a lot, but it's way different. Maybe I'll do a poll. How does that sound? I can do a poll inside of, let me write that down. I'll do a poll inside of our thing. A poll for Facebook. Okay. Okay, your homework. You need help with Facebook. If Facebook is scary because people know you, get over it. People need your help. Right? Get over it. I got no sympathy for you. I have people coming to me that you would not believe it. One of them, let me tell you, I'm going to tell on myself. Are you ready? There's a lady that came to my church. She hasn't came there her whole life, like maybe a year. And then she had to move. Well, she started messaging me on Facebook, and her picture is not a current picture, and I didn't know this lady's last name. So I'm just carrying on a conversation with her, telling her about Bossly, And this lady used to go to my church, and she sent me a voice message, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Now, I wasn't mean or rude, I'm just me, normal self. But I'm like, has that ever happened to you? I had to stop and think and be like, I hope I was like, not rude. You know what I mean? You ever done that? Not that I'm like rude all the time, but you know what I mean, Michelle? Like, I'm hoping I was okay to her. But I'm sure that I was. But I didn't know who this lady was. Like every single day, somebody on Facebook messages me. You're gonna have to get over it, Rebecca. How many other special need moms need a way to make money online? Rebecca, get over it. Yes, Michelle, I felt like, what did I say? Get over it. They need your help. You guys bought from somebody, either you met on Facebook or you met on TikTok. They're just as real as you are. Get over it. Right, Cece? Just get over it and do it. So we could do Facebook something. I got lots of ideas. Facebook, we're going to do face-to-face. I'm going to drop that. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh, I want Rachel to do some training on that wheel. Remember she talked about that wheel thing last week? So either in here or at face-to-face, could it work for a Facebook page? Like a not personal page, a business page? I have
Yeah,
not. Okay.
sorry, I'm out of
That's
it this morning.
My
Yeah, like a busy
experience,
page.
my experience is I haven't met anybody that made a brand new Facebook page as a business page and had a lot of success with it. Unless it's like a brick and mortar and you have a product to send them. but the people that I have talked to that, have a Facebook and they make a business Facebook, and
Mhm.
Heather might tell me different, that it's not as received as if it was you.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
was going to ask what you thought about that because I do have a Facebook. Well, I have my personal page and then I have a business page, and I've had many business pages over the years, and never has a business page ever brought anything in.
People don't know you. Facebook is built on the trust. It's that slow cooker that you have to work on and people know you. I mean, I'm sure people have taken off and done great with business pages, but for us little people that are just normal, I haven't met somebody that's had a lot of success. Right, Candy? I have not met anybody that's had a lot of success with a new Facebook business page.
Yeah.
Just my experience.
For me, the like non-negotiables, I refuse to make my Facebook page public. That's like, I'm not doing it. So I'll just stay off Facebook.
Cece, I just made my Facebook page public 4 months ago. I have had a private Facebook page for 2 years, and I still get leads every day from people that I know.
Okay.
So it'll still push your stuff to the people that you're friends with.
And you
Okay.
can still have even though your Facebook page itself is private, you can still make certain posts public. And that way they'll still be searchable. You can still, and people outside of your world can see that as well.
Every single post can be changed to public, private, comments off, comments to friends, public. Every single post has its own settings. So,
Okay.
You can keep your stuff with your family completely private that only friends can see.
Yeah.
Then you can do a business post and you can change the settings on that to where it can go out to everyone.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to think about that then. Yeah, because that's I don't want my son's face public. And that's the platform that I share full
Right.
pictures of him on because of family. Yeah.
That's definitely an option for you to just change the settings.
Okay. I will think about that. Thank you.
There's also like if you did a post, you can like hide that post from one person or 7 people. Like if you have a group of people that you just don't want to see it, but you don't want to block them because that's pretty drastic, you can create that as a group, and every time you do that post, it will block those 7 people and they'll never see your stuff. And they don't even know that you're blocked. You have
Okay.
to create that group on a desktop, but you can do that.
Okay. So like if I didn't want not that my grandma's gonna care, but like if I didn't want my grandma to see, I could just put her in that group. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. Okay.
I love that stuff about Facebook. It's way different.
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. Sorry, I'm so tired today.
Oh, I'm just glad you're here.
Thank you.
Think about how many of you, if you lost your TikTok right now, would you be kind of screwed? I'm just saying, what's your backup plan? Your whole business is on one platform. What are you relying on?
I have a question about Facebook. I have a lot of stuff that I share on my personal Facebook and my personal public. Do I have to go through all that and delete it, or just from here on out stop sharing?
Yeah, just start fresh and stop. Facebook hates it when you share.
But don't go back and delete anything. Just thank you, 'cause that's time consuming.
You want to think of your Facebook. If I went to the last 5 posts, would I just see you sharing a bunch of crap that I don't care about, or would I know why you're there? If you're gonna and you guys, I'll put mine in. I put it in the group, but I'll put it in there again. If you're gonna use it for business, it needs to be cleaned up. You need to clean it up. You don't need Sally tagging you in a pickle post. You can change your settings so whenever my mom tags me in crap all the time, love her heart, but none of it goes on my wall because I have it. I get an alert. I see where she's tagged me, and I put hide. So it's on my mom's profile page, but it is not on my profile page.
You can also set it up to where people can't tag you.
Yes. Nobody can tag you and stuff. I don't mind because then, she'd be like, why didn't you get my tag? So
I
she's
don't mind it when they tag, but it's nice that that you do get a notification so that you can be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna come back in a day and just kind of hide that one.
yes, nobody needs to see that. And like you can remove yourself. There's one girl that randomly tags me in like her daughter selling Girl Scout cookies and they're going on a walk and like I don't even know this girl. I just think she tags random people. So I don't allow it from her. I've completely changed that setting to where she can't tag me at all. Facebook has got a lot of intricate details. Again, like we're working on plan A, right? If TikTok's your plan A and you lose your TikTok, you guys gonna go live on Facebook? I mean, you guys have seen all this stuff about TikTok being sold and the algorithm changing. What are you gonna do if we wake up one day and you don't have it at all? What do you guys are gonna freak out? We have to make sure we're getting our stuff somewhere else. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you can do Instagram. I don't know Instagram. I need to learn it. Add it to the list, right, Rachel? Good stuff. Okay. So I want you to look at your bio. Okay. Refresh it. Get Legacy Builder and Daily Pay and making money. Be careful with how you word that. Okay. We need to be set apart. IG is a different cat. You're very right about that, Melissa. I need to learn it. And then our little introduction, right? This space is getting very busy. There is a lot of people selling a lot of things that are promising a lot of people money. We have got to get ourselves set apart, right? Not necessarily that it's saturated, but you guys have noticed it if you've been in the space for over a year. It's going to continue to just grow. So you've got to set yourself apart. Okay. You guys good? We've been on, what, almost 2 hours? Are we good? Do you guys have some homework? Okay. Amanda put that calendar in there. Do you guys like that calendar, that everyday thing that she did? Did anybody print it? I did too, Carrie. I printed it. It's good. Hold yourself accountable. Give yourself some grace. Candy, go get your mopping and sweeping done. You'll feel better, right? You'll feel better. Get it done. Just let it go. My husband did mine last night. It was so glorious. I just sat here and worked. He swept and mopped the whole house. It was so great. All right. I want to do a call in the big community soon. I'm going to try to figure out how to edit all this stuff and we'll do a big call in there. I think there was something else. I don't know. If you guys are in school and you have a thought or you have a question, put it in one of my communities. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what program it's about. It doesn't matter what your question is. Somebody else has probably had that question. Okay? When you do your calls for your customers, do you want us to do it on Thursdays? It's totally up to you, but like I think when I do calls for my email list on Thursday, if you have a free hour, could you do your own call and be seen at the leader? Could you do training? You know what I mean? Like when I do those calls for my email list on Thursday, it's the same thing that I just say it, like I'm talking about Boss Suite, I'm showing the classroom. It's not that I don't want you on there, but it's also a time thing for you. You've heard me say everything over and over and over again. So, like, just to be there to support me, okay, but could you, Jamie, like, do something to build your business? You know what I mean? Make sense? Oh, I would never. No, sister, you're so sweet. Do one for your people. Do one for your email list. Put them in Madison's call. Um, I think we did it, one other time where I did that. That's something that we can consider too. Do a Boss Suite webinar or Boss Suite call. Madison does talk fast. She texted me at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm going to be a coach in Bosch University too. Yay! I'm so excited. I don't know if you guys are in that community too, but it's a paid community. So she asked me to be a coach in there. So I know, I'm excited. The Lord is moving, right? All right, I think I'm done. You guys good? I feel like we should just like hang out all day, but I gotta pee. You good? He's always moving, you're right. All right, go do your homework. Um, let's work on that little introduction part. Remember, I used Maria. I'm over 50 and I help people make money for retirement. That's really what I want you to get out of today's call. And try to nail down something that you could say every day. Maybe not just where we're from. That's worked for a while, but how can I set myself apart to help that person? Like, how am I going to help them? I love that over 50. If you're over 50, you all could do the same thing. I'm over 50. I help people over 50 make money online or something like that. Figure out how to do that for yourself. And if you're not, you help moms, but we got to get niche. We got to get down closer to where it hurts rather than just I help moms make money online. Big deal. So maybe if you have some ideas, because I know Heather's mind's already thinking, because that's how she is, put a thread in the thing. Instead of I help moms make money online, how can we make that deeper to where it like smacks them in the side of the face when they watch you? That's what you want to do. You want to just, dang, I gotta have what she's got.
Smacks
You
you in
know?
the side of the face and then answers the why should I buy from you? Because there's a million of us out there that are doing digital marketing and Boss Suite and all these other things. So why you? What makes you different?
We need some trigger words, Heather. We need some trigger words. That's some homework for you. All right, ladies. I will see you in a few days. Okay? Oh, tomorrow, if you're in Boss Suite, I'll be on there tomorrow. Bye.